Alright, listen. For y'all, I need y'all to really listen through this video. This video is a video you actually have to listen and pay attention to. For those that's gonna go through this, know people that's gonna go through this, love someone that's gonna go through this, have a kid, parent, sister, like, you have to listen to this part. I'm gonna say I feel like shit, but like, it was the most dumbest situations, but it was the most I ain't gonna say painful because I had sickle cell, obviously, but it's the most like thing I've been through. Like, what made me not want to do this? It was when I couldn't pee. Like, my pee would stink and make me have to bend over, and it stink like crazy, and it hurted, and I shed a tear from peeing like every time almost. And it was my whole mouth was swollen, and my gums was like either stuck solid to my gum or together, or be super puffy and swollen. Like, that's how it is still right now, kinda ish. Not as that bad as it was. Like, it was terrible. Like, it was so fat and puffy to the point that if I chew, food wouldn't just go between my teeth. It would go inside of my gums. So keep this in mind. Everything you about to see, the neutrophil, all that. When they describe it, when I asked them, I'm doing it to inform y'all. Like, you gotta really listen to the beginning to the end of this audio. Cause that is what I'm telling you. And then I'm gonna tell you how I got better. Cause my cells ran up. But she's gonna tell you exactly which cells. Well, I can't right now, but like, I'm gonna wait till after, just in case, you feel me? So like, just listen to these nurses, listen to them talk. This is like an interactive type thing. Y'all can write it down if it's that important to y'all. Cause like, if I was going through this and I know something could put me in a very, very like bad mindset, I would be ready for it. Cause nobody done this for me. I ain't seen no videos on it. So like, I would write down exactly what made this person feel that way, and if it happens to me or someone that I know that's going through it, we know how to treat it or blah blah. You feel me? Cause like, I did all type of stuff to get through it, but it worked. I'm living. I'm feeling good. You feel me? I'm different. Like I said, I'll always be down in the slump for 3 days. When those 3 days over, I'm lit again. I'm cool again. I'm different. I come back better. I get knocked down 10 times and I get up 11. You always got to fight. Man, I'm telling you, it's something about a mindset that pushes you through it. Because I could still be feeling like dirt because it's not all the way gone. But like, I don't care. My mindset, even when it was there, it was only like a good 45 minutes, like a good hour and a half that really had me out of it. But after that, I was like, come on, no, this ain't it. You ain't like this. You fight, you a pusher. And then I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm dead serious. I got through it. It's easy for me. I did you don't always gotta wait for the doctors to do things to feel better. Sometimes you gotta do things on your own and take things into your own hands and just get things done that you know how. Cause it's still your body. You should know yourself. So what I did took it into my hands, my precautions, and everything that I've been wanting from the jump from them. Soon as it happened, I felt extremely good. But yeah, like I said, listen. Write it down if you want to. Remember why I was feeling that way and how I got better. Like, write down how I got better. So if it happens to you, if that's not happening to you, when you're feeling good, look at those and be, okay, so this must be going on right now in his or her part of the transplant that I love or my transplant. You feel me? So like, I'm gonna shut up. Let's hop into the video. Just listen, like I said. You don't even gotta look at the screen no more. Do what you wanna do, but just listen. Like, I'm gonna come back. But for this part, I just want y'all to really just think about it and understand like what's been going on. So, right here.
Were you on fluconazole? But now we switched you over to voriconazole, and the reason for that is that sometimes when people get these lung nodules, it may be because of a lung fungal infection. And
I'm
you
gonna have a lung fungus. Wait, what is that thing you said I got on my chest again?
It's a nodule.
I have a nodule where again?
It's in your lung. I can pull up your CAT scan and show it to you.
Okay, I have a nodule in my lung and I have a what else?
You have lymph nodes that are enlarged
In my lungs?
in your lungs. So it's a very small nodule. But again, it's new since your transplant, and you're having these fevers. So since we're not sure if it's related or not, we went ahead and started antifungal treatment. These are usually fungal in nature because there's a lot of environmental molds that we inhale, and that's usually the most common cause of that. Questions? You look. Can I explain something?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay.
Cause the thing in my lung get worse?
Could it get worse? It could, but we started you empirically on treatment, and that's usually a 3 to 6 month therapy. Now, this could be nothing. It could just be, a typical, a finding after transplant, but it could be a fungal infection. It could also be something completely different. So the only way we'll know is, do you respond to the antifungal treatment on a repeat CT scan? And if you don't, then we may consider getting a biopsy of that nodule down the line. If it changes at all. If it doesn't respond to treatment, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's just what I'm thinking. I have to talk to your hematologist because he might have other thoughts on that. But since you're not even having a cough, you're not bringing up any sputum, is that correct? And you're not even having difficulty breathing. So I think this might just be an incidental finding, just like something we caught just by, accident. A lot of people have nodules, in their lungs, and it's really nothing. I think the more concerning thing is your bladder and your groin, those lymph nodes there. So that's kind of what we're focusing our investigations on. Do you have any questions for me? Anything I can explain better?
I am neutropenic, right?
Neutropenic, yeah.
How do you spell that?
Neutropenic.
Okay. And that's the start of everything, all this, right? The fevers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's because my white blood cells are too low, right?
So the neutrophils is one of the components of your white blood cell. So your white blood cell count has it's like the big group, and there's many different classes, so it's just one class. Now the neutrophils is what's responsible for fighting infection. And so when your neutrophils are gone, it's like your defense is gone. And so you can get any kind of infection. So that's kind of why we closely monitor your neutrophil count. It's also kind of one of the first things that come back, and we monitor your count recovery and that kind of thing. So when your neutrophils are super low, that's when people tend to get these weird atypical normal infections that not everybody gets. So I wouldn't get a fungal infection typically, but since you have no immune system, you're at risk for getting these weird atypical infections. Now the other component is that your fever started after we started giving you that ATG, part of your induction chemotherapy protocol. And sometimes what can happen is that because it comes from a rabbit, one of the particles is based from a rabbit, and you can actually develop kind of an allergic reaction to that. And so it's something called serum sickness, and it's just a reaction to that medication. And the way that we treat that is with steroids, and I think they just upped your steroids today just to see if that helps. So and the way that serum sickness presents is fevers, joint aches. You can get a skin rash, like that bumpy skin rash that you were telling me about. And those the typical findings for the serum sickness and really high grade fevers. So that's kind of the other thing that they're wondering is, could this be a possible cause and effect here? The other thing that can cause really high grade fevers is when it's called engraftment, or when your cells come back. When you start getting your cells and when they start replicating, you can actually get a really high grade fever when your cells come back. So that could also be kind of what's happening.
At an estimate, when do they start growing?
It's usually at about, I would say like 7 to 14 days after transplant. So I think it might be, you're day 18 now, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct, right? Day 18. So I think you might be in that time frame for, that we started thinking about it. But I think, when they harvested, was it your dad who donated? I think there weren't a lot of cells, so they were worried that, this may not actually be related to your transplant or your cells coming back. So there's a couple of different factors kind of going on at play here. Infectious, we have a lot of, non-infectious reasons for you to have a fever. And then, obviously there's infectious problems that we need to think about. So we're kind of hitting it at all kinds of points, trying to figure out why you're having the fevers. But you look a little bit more comfortable today than you did yesterday, which is...
Yeah, steroids, that's why.
Okay, so, like that, did you get them just today? Wow, that's really fast. Did you get them this morning? Okay. Are you still peeing a lot?
Every couple seconds.
Really? Gosh, that's terrible. And it still burns? And no blood in there still?
What's growing back? What started growing back?
Oh, your cells?
Or what kind of cells?
Just overall.
So my white blood cells, my hemoglobin, like the white blood cells.
I didn't write it down. So yesterday, I'll tell you yesterday. Yesterday you had absolutely zero, like less than 0.1 white blood cells. So essentially you had nothing, okay? Your hemoglobin was 8.7 yesterday, and your platelets were 68 yesterday, okay? Today, your overall white blood cell count is 0.2. That seems low, but at least it's better than nothing. So we still don't have a differential, because everything is like very low. It looks like just the neutrophils, we're seeing like the neutrophils come back. But again, it's too low to kind of quantify. But it's showing signs that it's maybe starting to recover.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your hemoglobin is 9.8, and your platelets did you get a transfusion?
I don't remember. Last night probably.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's correct. Because at midnight it was 47, and then now it's 87. Or at least at 6 o'clock it was 87. Okay.
So as you saw, man, neutrophemic, it was no joke. I ain't gonna cap. It was biting me in the ass. It was doing this thing. It had me in the ring. You know what I'm saying? It had me to the end of the quarter. But I had the clutch fumble, picked up the ball, ran it back down, touchdown. They fumbled the ball. They fumbled the bag. They missed a 3-point clutch buzzer beater. Like, I pulled through. But nah. But I've been telling them I wanted a steroid because that boosts like everything. It worked as a Tylenol, all that. As soon as I got off the steroids that they usually giving me during my chemo, things got worse, and I've been asking for it. And then the mouthwash stuff that helped with inflammation in my mouth, because my mouth was very inflamed. So I knew I needed that, but it made me feel like I had an allergic reaction or something like that. So I didn't use it. I don't know if y'all watched all my videos, but I said I had an allergic reaction to it. I guess it was just a random thing that day, because I'm using it now. And I'm feeling, I'm spitting again, I'm getting symptoms back that I had before last time I was using it. I'm spitting again. Hopefully my throat don't close. But I can deal with this spitting. It is crazy. I bought me a water pick to get the stuff out of my gums, keep my mouth clean as possible. My cells were super low. Temperature was super high. Everything was all bad. But I'm starting to grow cells. This is a progress video, letting y'all know that I'm progressing. I got past that stage. So this is a what now type of video. Next video is gonna probably be a what now, what's next type of thing. You feel me? I'm letting y'all know I'm feeling better. I'm recovered. I'm on the next chapter of this journey. Each pain, each symptom, each fault, each downfall, each, you know what I'm saying, is another add-on to what y'all need to worry about. It's like a next chapter in this journey that I go through. That's literally what it is. Honest. Y'all just need to know what I went through. and how I conquered it. They say everybody's different, but also the fact that I'm a sickle cell warrior, I don't act terrible to the chemo, and we all warriors. So I doubt y'all will act different to the chemo as well. I feel like y'all won't be as bad as mine, but I don't know. I have SS anemia. I have it bad, bad. So I don't know if y'all might end up taking bad effects from the chemo. But if you SS anemia as well, SS anemic, SS anemia, or I swear it's anemic, right? I don't remember. I can't think right now. I'm in the brain for it. But yeah, if you SS blood type sickle cell, yours shouldn't be as bad. Yours shouldn't be as bad dealing with the chemo. Like yours should be like smooth cell. Like I'm feeling good. My head is balding more. Like actually now my hair is coming out. Like I told you at first I didn't have to cut my hair, but yeah, I actually had to cut my hair this time. Well, like if I had my dreads probably been falling out now because it's falling out like crazy in my hair right now. But it's cool. Like I said, if people don't like you for your looks, then it don't matter. That's all what matters is what's in here, going on in here. You able to vocalize, socialize, talk. You're alive. That's all that matters. You shouldn't have. To, if people don't like how you look, okay, you alive. Who cares? Stay positive. You need to stay positive going through this. You have to stay positive. I grew up from two tough family sides, mom and my dad's. I got I got willpower all in me. Whenever I'm in a down bad situation, the doctor come in here, the nurse come in here, I'm still making jokes. I'm still talking trash. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm still being me. I don't let nothing change me from being me. Unless I'm trying to be informed on something or like try to know about something. And I take it serious and professional. But like, other than that, I'm always me. Like, I'll crack a joke. Nurse get this smiling. Doctor get this smiling. I had a nurse play a PlayStation 4 the other day. Like, we was lit in here, cussing and everything. What's up? Like, I'm that vibey. When when people catch a vibe from me, it's a vibe. Be lit. But yeah, like I said, I just really want y'all to like listen and focus throughout this video. I know it's a lot, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. How's everything going for y'all? Y'all fine? Y'all feel good? I'm curious. When was the last time you had a crisis? When was the last time you was in a hospital from a crisis? Or somebody you know or have in your life that had a crisis? I'm just curious. I've had a crisis. I've been here because they give me blood almost every other day. So since my blood counts are very up there, I don't have pain because my blood counts. All these transfusions I get. At this point, I should be scared for my liver. All these transfusions, liver damage they offering me. But yeah, I'm just glad I'm over that slump. The last slump I had was diarrhea and nausea. Not diarrhea, nausea. I had acid reflux and nausea. That was the last bad one I had. I'm over that now. I'm lit. I'm through it. Going through it. Love everybody watching and tuning in. Share love. Smile today. Give somebody else a reason to smile today. Make a joke. Give a compliment out today. You feel me? Show some love. Give somebody a mask today who don't got a mask. That can't afford a mask. Be positive. I just want y'all to do good. I just want y'all to be great. Good karma. I don't even believe in karma, but good karma. You feel me? Just keep your jujus good. Make sure y'all jujus are good. I'm just talking right now because I feel good. And I'm happy that a lot of people is learning from it. Because I'm getting so many messages. So many words are messaging me about how I'm making them feel. And I'm glad. I want y'all to feel at y'all best. I want y'all to feel comfortable. I want y'all to feel like y'all can go through this because you can. And when y'all go through this, guess who y'all can message? I'm right here with y'all. I won't be probably in this hospital bed. I'll probably be in my recovering stage from the amount of time that y'all telling me I do y'all procedures. Because a lot of people telling me they do a procedure. I'll probably still be recovering. So, like, when y'all go through it, I'm still here. I will talk with y'all, chit chat, text, all that. Y'all need somebody to keep y'all socialized. entertain, I got you. I just want to help you as much as I can, man. I really do. I feel like that's what my goal is in life. All I ever do is make people smile, make people laugh. That's all I wanted to do. Even when I'm down bad and feeling bad, I'm like, dang, I feel like this person smile. You feel me? And then I'm happy again. But I'm proud of you. I'm gonna take your head off. If you haven't already, man, be happy. I know it's not. I know it's not that simple, but I, but I feel like being in the slump is much harder. I honestly do. There's so much to be happy for. I feel like people don't like appreciate it. A lot of people that you do have, a lot of people don't have. Just be happy. Stay humble. Keep pushing. Strive for greatness. Don't give up. Always be happy. And I'm out of here.